Guys, here to do a update. First of all, I have a lot of videos or movies that I have bought since December, and I'd never made an update video, so I'm probably going to do an update later. It's going to take a while because I have a lot of shit to go through to bring you up to date on what I bought, but that's another story. But for now, I'm going to show you what I bought. First of all, I bought 2 new game systems. The first one I bought is an Xbox, an original Xbox. The reason was, a long time ago when I first bought my 360, I bought Battlefront 2 for the original Xbox, and I thought it was backwards compatible, but it wouldn't work, because you had to get like an update or something for it. And I'd always wanted an original Xbox, but when I bought it, and I bought some original Xbox games, I tried one, but I'm assuming they all play on my 360, so I'm kind of wondering now, why did I buy an original Xbox? But it's kind of for the nostalgia value. I probably won't ever sell it. It's back there, and I'm sure you know what original Xbox looks like, but I'm going to show you the games I bought. All these cost $4. I bought the Xbox and these games at a pawn shop. The first one is the Halo 2 Collector's Edition. This is a tin case. Open it up. It had all the manuals and everything in it. And then it has 2 discs. So there's the first disc. And then the second disc is on the bottom. If I can get it out. And I don't know what's on there. I haven't put it in yet. But I've only played, I think, about a half hour of this game, and it was pretty good. I've got Fable. I'm assuming this is the first game in the Fable series. I've heard Fable 2 and 3 were good, so I thought I'd get the first one. And I didn't really like this so far. I thought it was kind of stupid. Star Wars Republic Commando. I used to have a book called Star Wars Republic Commando, and in this game you play as an elite squadron of clone troopers. And this game either takes place during or after episode 2, and I didn't really like it that much. It felt kind of stupid. Star Wars Episode 3. I'm subscribed to a channel on YouTube called the Classic Game Room, and he did a review on this game, and he described it as like a rough draft of Force Unleashed, and it kind of is. It's a good Star Wars game, but it could have been better. Got Soul Calibur 2. I played this for a little bit. It's a pretty interesting game. And then, at last, I got the original Halo. Now, this game does not play on my original Xbox, but it does play on my 360, which I was kind of surprised it did. I'm kind of disappointed about that. I'm still going to buy a copy of Halo so I can play it on my original Xbox. But now for the second game system. It took me a little while to convince me that I wanted to buy this thing. It wasn't until recently that I wanted to buy one, and the main reason was I think this is one of the best consoles ever, and it has great games for it, although I'm not a fan of this particular series. A PlayStation 2. This is the big fat one, in case, I don't know, if you don't have a PS2. I wanted to buy a slim model, and I bought this at the pawn shop where I got the Xbox. This was $25, and the last week that I was there, they had 2 slims and 1 fat one, and they had a silver slim, and I wanted to get it so bad, but I bought the Xbox instead. So I go back this week, and I'm waiting in line to get a PS2. I saw that the slims were gone. The people in front of me buy a PlayStation 2, this big fat one, so I thought I was fucked. But then I asked the lady, and she had one like in a back room that she hadn't tested yet. So I was taking a risk at buying this because she hadn't tested it yet. But I played it, and it works fine. And to be sure, I called GameStop, and I asked them how much was the slim PS2, and they were charging $60 for it. And I got this for $25, and I wasn't willing to spend $60 on a PS2. So, I'm fine with having the fat one, although I am a little disappointed. But this thing is fucking fat. And I really do not like the design of the original PS2. But I got a memory card with it. This memory card cost like $5 or $6, okay? And I go to put it in, and I'm playing a game, and it doesn't fucking work. And I'm assuming it was a PS1 memory card, and they mislabeled it. So I had to go to GameStop, and I got a memory card. And I bought some games. I bought one at GameStop, and then the rest I bought at the pawn shop. I'll save the one I bought at GameStop for last. But, again, I bought 4 of these games, and 2 I got free. Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is the only game that did not come in the original case. I've been wanting to play this for a long time. Call of Duty 2, Big Red One. I love the Call of Duty series, and I do love the old Call of Duty games. I believe this was the first sequel. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I've never played this, but I have always wanted to. And I believe this game is available on the 360, but I don't know. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. I own Lego Star Wars 1 on my GameCube, and I want to have both games on one system. So I'm either going to buy the first game on the PS2 or the second game on the GameCube. I'm most likely going to buy the first one on the PS2. Battlefield 2, Modern Combat. I've played Battlefield 3 and I thought it was fucking amazing. So I bought Battlefield 2, and I hope it's good. And the last game I got at the pawn shop was the original Battlefront. Now I opened it up, and the game includes the manual for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, I don't know. Now I looked at all of these games on GameFAQs. That's the website that I go on. All of these games had at least an 8.5 rating or higher. So I think that's pretty good. Now the last game I got at GameStop, I have always wanted to play a game of this series, but I haven't been allowed to, like when I was younger. And until recently, I've been able to play these games, but I just haven't bought one. There's one available on the 360. I think there's two maybe, and the new one is going to come out soon. And this is the main reason why I wanted to get a PS2. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now I have been told that the best game in the series is San Andreas, because you can do almost anything in that game. I think I played this for about a half hour, and I've really enjoyed it so far. But you got the original manual, and then it came with a poster. I'll hold it up here. I highly doubt I'm going to hang this up, but... And then there's a map of Vice City. But, I did have Chinatown Wars on my PSP, but that's not a real Grand Theft Auto game. I do want to get all the other Grand Theft Auto games. Like I said, I've never been able to play one before. And, for the 360, I really was close to getting Grand Theft Auto 4 because it was only $20, but 5 is coming out really soon, so I thought, what is the point of getting 4? But you tell me, you know, would it be worth it? But Grand Theft Auto, can't wait to play more of it. Now I got movies. I got 3 new, well, I got a box set and 2 movies, but I got to explain one of them here first. Now my copy of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first disc is broken. It broke, and I was heartbroken. And I wanted to get a new copy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I go to the pawn shop, and I find this there. This is... I thought this release came after this one, but apparently it didn't. So I go to watch this today. The quality of the movie on this disc is complete shit. This movie makes this copy look like a Blu-ray. If you want to buy this movie and you haven't bought it yet, buy this, your money will be well spent, because the movie looks amazing. It comes in a nice tin, and then you got a second disc for bonus features, and it's got a nice little picture in there. I mean, you can see what's going on and stuff, but like the shit at night, it was almost fucking impossible to see what was going on. But this movie has next to none bonus features. But I only paid $2 for this. But now that I know that this is a shitty copy, I'm just gonna go ahead and rebuy this on Amazon whenever I get the chance. But I can live with this for now. Speaking of Chainsaw Massacre, I now own all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. I bought Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation. I've heard this is the worst Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and I just got done watching it, and I actually would rank this one higher than Texas Chainsaw 3, because this one, it's either a remake or a sequel or something. It's written and directed by the original writer of the original movie. And there's a lot of homages and stuff that's very similar to the first movie, and I like that. And it also has cameos from 3 of the original people from the original. We have Gunnar Hansen, who played Leatherface, Marilyn Burns, she was the girl that survived in the first movie, and then the guy that played Grandpa. This by far has the worst Leatherface, but I wouldn't deem this movie terrible. On IMDb, out of a 10, this movie has a 2.9. I'd probably give it a 4 or a 5. It wasn't bad. Now, the last item, I was supposed to do a project in environmental science today, but instead I went on the internet and I looked up, I went on Wikipedia and I was looking up at all the different Best Picture winners. So I was on Amazon to see how much these movies cost, and I saw this box set on there that was $30. And I've been wanting to, it's something that I've kind of been interested in getting. I saw this same box set at GameStop for $7. It is the Planet of the Apes collection. I have never seen the Planet of the Apes, and I haven't seen the newest one either. And there's there's another one coming out, I think this year. It'll be called Dawn of the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, or something like that. But it includes all the original Planet of the Apes movies. It's got a nice box. We have the Planet of the Apes. Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Escape from the Planet of the Apes. Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. Battle for the Planet of the Apes. And then it comes with a bonus disc called Behind the Planet of the Apes, which is a documentary that is 2 hours long, which I think is pretty cool. All of these movies feature Roddy McDowall. He is, I guess, the main chimpanzee guy. And like I said before, I have never seen any of these movies. And, I've heard that, they actually, as they go on, they get worse and worse and worse, which is kind of the story for almost any movie series. But the original one had an 8 out of 10 rating on IMDb. But I'm very excited to have this. This is something that, I think would be nice to have. I haven't seen the Tim Burton remake, but I've heard that one sucks. But Planet of the Apes, if you see this and you find it at a reasonable price, I'd recommend picking it up. Oh, and yeah, here's the controller for my PS2. Another thing that really pissed me off is this. There's electrical tape, meaning there's a rip in the cord. I hate that. But I have to give kudos to the people that designed this controller, because they really fucked up with the original PlayStation and that controller, but I like this one. But yeah, guys, that's my update. Like I said before at the beginning, I literally have a stack of movies that's like, I can't even put it in the width of this video. It's so big. That's what she said. Sorry. But that's my update, guys, and thanks for watching.